just put one small piece of crystal in, see if it works. I tested it, and it doesn't seem to have any dangerous properties that could react with the fire or the eggs. I think it'll be fine.
Okay, Sam. I hope it works. Thank you.
Good morning, my queen. How are you and the baby?
I'm fine, Jon. Thanks. Hey, Talon. You ready to deal with the Northern Lords?
Yeah, I'm ready for this northern adventure. But let's be real, dealing with these cranky lords is gonna be about as fun as sticking my hand in a sarlacc pit. But hey, at least we've got Cyrax to scare the shit out of them if they get too uppity.
Fucking Northerners. Bunch of whiny bitches if you ask me. But I'll play nice for now. Just give me a reason to let loose, and I'll show them why they should fear the Knights of Ren.
Well, aren't we a jolly bunch this morning? Now, let's not underestimate these Northerners. They may be a surly lot, but they're tough as nails and fiercely loyal. We'll need to tread carefully if we want to avoid a full-blown rebellion.
Well. Look who's up bright and early. And here I thought I was the only one who liked to start my day with a bit of excitement. So, what's on the agenda for today, Your Majesty? Besides sending this motley crew off to deal with those pesky Northerners, that is.
Jon, please make sure Lyanna has everything she needs for the Winterfell repairs.
Aye. We're ready to deal with the Northerners, and we'll be staying at Winterfell. I want you to know, Rey, that I'll do everything in my power to make this right. I'll talk to Manderly and Karstark and convince them to stand down, and I'll make sure Lyanna is taken care of.
Well, Jon, I expect you to use that pretty little mouth of yours for something other than kissing ass to convince the North to stand down. I'm sure you will miss me terribly, my love, and you will be waiting for my embrace when I return.
I hate to interrupt this touching display of affection, Your Majesty, but perhaps we could focus on the matter at hand. I'd say it should take us about a week to fly to Winterfell, deal with the Northern Lords, and then return to King's Landing. Of course, that's assuming everything goes according to plan. But when has anything ever gone according to plan in this blasted realm?
Everyone, please stay safe, okay? And stay out of trouble, too.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Can we get this show on the road already? We've got a bunch of pissed off Northerners to deal with, remember?
There, my dear. No need to fret. Besides, you know Talon and I make quite the formidable team. Why, I'd wager we could take on the entire North all by ourselves if we had to. But don't you worry. We'll be sure to keep Jon here out of trouble. Now, if you'll excuse us, we've got a dragon to catch and some Northerners to wrangle.
Hey babe, listen. I know you're worried, but don't be. We've got this. Kylo and I will take care of the Vale, and Jon and the others will handle Winterfell. You just focus on ruling this crazy kingdom and looking sexy as hell while doing it, okay?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'll just be sitting in my suite with Grogu watching eggs not hatch.
Honestly, you lot are giving me a toothache with all this mushy nonsense. But as much as I hate to admit it, I suppose I'll miss you too, my dear Empress. And who knows, maybe by the time we return, you'll have come to your senses and realized that I'm the only man worthy of your affections.
Please be careful, my king. I love you.
I will, my love. Let's go, men. We have a kingdom to secure.
All right, Tyrion, let's review the plan again. We need to make sure the Northern Lords are convinced of my loyalty to Rey, that I'm content with my position as a knight, and that I've forgiven Rey for burning Winterfell and killing Arya.
Very well, let's go over the plan once more. First and foremost, we must present a united front. The Northern Lords must see that you are happy and content in your role as Rey's knight. But we must convince them that you harbor no ill will towards Rey. As for your loyalty, well, that should be easy enough. Simply stand tall, look them in the eye, and declare your undying devotion to our dear Empress. I'm sure they'll be eating out of the palm of your hand in no time, and if all else fails, we can always rely on Talon's charm to win them over.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Tyrion. You're making this sound way more complicated than it needs to be. Look, Jon, here's the deal. We're gonna land in Winterfell, strut our stuff, and show those Northern Lords that you're one badass motherfucker. They should be kissing your ass, not the other way around. But hey, that's why we're here, right? To smooth things over and make sure everyone's playing nice. So just stand tall, look them in the eye, and tell them how it is. They'll either fall in line or, well, let's just hope they fall in line, yeah?
Aye, we'll do what we must to keep the peace, but we'll give it our best shot. We're almost there. Let's hope this goes smoothly.
Ready or not, here we come. Winterfell.
Jamie, so tell us about this little finger person. That's a hell of a name.
Lord Baelish, more commonly known as Littlefinger, is a cunning little bastard, sharp as a Valyrian steel blade, with a tongue to match. He's made a career out of manipulating others to his own ends, always looking out for number one. But he's also a coward, deep down, likes to play both sides, hedge his bets, which is why I reckon he'll be more than willing to play ball with our lovely new queen. After all, who in their right mind would say no to Rey, eh? However, there is one major complication. He was in control of most of the major brothels in Westeros. It seems our Empress has put him out of business. I wager that's why she sent us on this little expedition. To be sure, we still have the Vales the support, after she ended his business.
Littlefinger. Fucking ridiculous. Sounds like a goddamn eunuch. But if he's as cunning as you say, Lannister, then we'll need to keep a close eye on him. Can't have some slippery little weasel trying to undermine our queen. As for the brothels, well, let's just say I'm not exactly heartbroken to see them go. Rey did us all a favor. Those places were nothing but dens of debauchery and corruption. No. What we need is to secure Littlefinger's allegiance and make damn sure he knows his place. Let him know that his days of playing both sides are over.
Eunuch? Nah, I doubt that. Littlefinger? More like little prick. Though I'm sure he'd disagree with that assessment. Men like him always think they're bigger than they are. Still, Kylo's got a point. We need to keep an eye on this guy. Make sure he's not plotting any funny business behind our backs. But hey, if anyone knows about plotting and scheming, it's you, right, Lannister? Maybe you can give us some tips on how to handle our new friend. As for the brothels, well, I can't say I'm too torn up about their destruction. Rey did what needed to be done. Sent a clear message to anyone who might think they can cross her, and that's a message I can fully get behind.
I don't know, Jamie. I've always found that the smaller the man, the bigger the ego. And from what you're saying, this Littlefinger fellow sounds like he's compensating for something. But I digress. The brothels are gone. And good riddance to them. Rey made the right call.
Ah, Vikrul, you always did have a way with words. As for Littlefinger, I suspect he'll be eager to prove his worth to our dear Empress. After all, a man like him thrives on power and influence, and there's no greater power in all of Westeros than the woman who sits upon the Iron Throne. But you're right. We'll need to keep a close watch on him. Make sure he doesn't get any funny ideas.
Funny ideas, is it? More like fucking suicidal ones. Let me tell you something about our dear Empress Lannister. She's not some delicate little flower who needs protecting. She's a goddamn force of nature. A storm that will tear through anyone who stands in her way. And I should know, I've seen her at her best, and her worst. So if this Littlefinger bastard thinks he can outsmart her, or manipulate her, he's got another thing coming.
Fuck me. Right. Let's get this over with.
Ah, the North. How I've missed your charming weather. Come now, Jon, chin up. We've faced far worse than a few grumpy Northerners.
Now let's go kick some diplomatic ass.
Ah, Lord Tyrion, Lord Snow, welcome back to Winterfell. Are you all right, Lord Snow? You look troubled.
Lady Lyanna, it's good to see you again. I see the repairs are coming along well. Allow me to introduce my fellow travelers. You know Tyrion Lannister, of course. This is Talon, Rey's right hand, and a formidable warrior in her own right. And this is Ushar, one of Rey's most trusted advisors.
Lady Lyanna, a pleasure as always. I see the rebuilding efforts are progressing splendidly. Winterfell will be back to its former glory in no time, I'm sure. And might I say, you're looking as fierce and determined as ever. It's a delight to see a woman of your caliber taking charge. But I fear our visit is not merely social. We have much to discuss, and time is of the essence.
Of course, Lord Tyrion. Please follow me. I've taken the liberty of having refreshments prepared for us. Now, what brings you to Winterfell? I assume it has something to do with the rumors I've been hearing about the North preparing for war.
Aye, Lady Lyanna. We've come to discuss the tensions between the North and King's Landing. I'm sure you've heard about what happened here, about Rey burning Winterfell and killing Arya. I know that what she did was unforgivable, but I swear to you, she wants to make amends. That's why we're here. To broker a peace between the North and the Crown, to show you that I'm happy and healthy in King's Landing, as a knight of the realm, and to ask you to join us in rebuilding the North and the Seven Kingdoms.
Is that so, Lord Snow? Forgive me if I find that hard to believe. The last time I saw you, you were a broken man, devastated by the loss of your home and family. And now you expect me to believe that you're happy serving the very woman who destroyed everything you hold dear. I'm not buying it. This reeks of a desperate attempt to save your own skin. Tell me, Lord Snow, are you truly happy as a knight in Rey's service? Or are you only saying that because you fear for your life?
I understand your doubts, Lady Lyanna, and I don't blame you for them. But I swear to you, on my honor as a Stark, that I am happy as a knight. in the service of my queen. I won't deny that what happened here was a tragedy, but I've come to terms with it, and I've found a new purpose in life. I love Rey, and I believe in her vision for the Seven Kingdoms. She's not perfect, none of us are, but she's trying to make things right, and I want to help her. Please, Lyanna, give us a chance. Give peace a chance. I know it won't be easy, but it's the right thing to do.
Lyanna, you're probably still a bit skeptical about the whole Jon is happy in King's Landing thing. Hear me out. Wants you to have a seat on her council to represent the North. Believes in the importance of having strong women in positions of power and sees that strength in you. It'd be an honor to have you join us in shaping the future of the Seven Kingdoms. Think about it, okay?
Well said, my dear. Lyanna, I must echo Talon's sentiment. Rey has a true appreciation for strong, intelligent women like yourself. And trust me, as someone who's spent a fair amount of time in King's Landing, I can tell you that having someone like you on the council would be a breath of fresh air. Besides, who better to represent the North than the fierce and formidable Lady Lyanna Mormont?
Jon Snow back in the North, and here I thought you'd forgotten all about us, but I see you've brought some friends along. Tyrion Lannister and... I don't believe we've had the pleasure. Lord Wyman Manderley at your service. So, what brings you to Winterfell, boy? Come to make amends for your Empress's little temper tantrum?
Lord Manderley, I understand your anger. What happened here, it was a tragedy, and I know that words can never truly make up for the loss and destruction that was caused. But I've come here today to try and mend the rift between the North and the Crown, to show you that I'm well, and that I believe in the future that Rey is trying to build, to extend an olive branch to the Lords of the North, to ask for your support in rebuilding the Seven Kingdoms, and ushering in a new era of peace and prosperity.
Lord Manderley, we have much to discuss regarding the future of the North. Jon, I appreciate your words, and I believe that you truly mean them. But I must ask, do you speak for the Queen as well? Does she share your desire for peace and unity?
Ah, Lord Manderley, always a pleasure to see you. I trust you've been keeping well. And don't worry, I've made sure to bring enough wine to keep your cellar stocked. Now, as for the matter at hand, I know that what happened at Winterfell was regrettable, but I believe that we can put this unfortunate incident behind us and move forward together. We all want what's best for the realm, do we not?
I must say, I'm surprised you had the nerve to show your face in the North again after what happened here. And you, Tyrion Lannister, I should have known you'd be involved in this somehow. But enough pleasantries. Let's get down to business, shall we? Lord Karstark, I know what happened here was a tragedy, and I don't expect you to forget it easily, but I'm asking you to give us a chance to make things right, to build a better future for the people of the North, and all of Westeros.
I understand your concerns, Lord Karstark. What happened at Winterfell was a tragedy, and it would be foolish to simply sweep it under the rug. But I also believe in the importance of moving forward. I'm not asking you to forgive and forget, my lord, but I am asking you to consider the possibility of a brighter future, one where the North stands tall and proud, united with the rest of the Seven Kingdoms under a just and fair ruler. Lord Snow has come here today to offer us that possibility, and I believe we owe it to our people to at least hear him out.
I'm not entirely convinced that this little peace mission of yours is anything more than a desperate attempt to save your own skin. So why don't you tell me, boy, what makes you so sure that this Empress of yours is worth fighting for?
Ah, Lord Manderley, always the skeptic. But I assure you, this is no desperate ploy. Empress Rey is a formidable ruler, wise and just in her decisions. And Lord Snow here is living proof of that. Why else would he be here? Risking his own life to broker peace between the North and the Crown.
Jon, you are the key to this. As I see it, your presence here today is testament to your desire to mend what has been broken. I must admit, I find your loyalty to Empress Rey admirable. It takes a strong man to stand by a woman in the face of such adversity. But I still have questions that need answering before I can fully commit my support to this peace accord.
Look, I get that you guys have your doubts. Hell, if I were in your shoes, I'd probably be suspicious too. But here's the thing, you don't know Rey like we do. You haven't seen the way she fights for what she believes in, the way she puts the needs of others above her own. She's not perfect, none of us are, but she's trying her damnedest to make things right, and that's gotta count for something, right? And let's be real here. Do you really think you've got a better option? The Boltons? Please. Those backstabbing bastards would sell their own mothers for a shot at the throne. And trust me, if you side with them, you will lose by a lot. No, if you ask me, Rey's the best chance we've got at a stable, united Westeros. And Jon here is living proof of that. So why don't we cut the bullshit?
Well, well, well. Ain't you all quite the little peacekeepers, eh? But I ain't no fool. I've seen my fair share of wars, and I know that peace ain't never as simple as all that. You say you love this Empress of yours, and you believe in her vision. But how do we know she won't just turn around and do the same thing again? Let's be honest here. She's already burned one of our castles to the ground. What's to stop her from doing it again? I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting too old for this sort of thing. but I can't help feeling like we're setting ourselves up for another betrayal.
I don't blame you for being skeptical, Lord Manderley. I've had my own doubts and misgivings about Empress Rey's actions in the past, but here's what I've come to realize. She's made mistakes, some of them grievous, but she's also a woman of incredible strength and integrity, who fights for what she believes in with every fiber of her being.
Ah, Lord Manderley, always cutting straight to the heart of the matter, but you raise a valid point. How can we be sure that Empress Rey won't betray us again? The truth is, we can't, not with absolute certainty. But then again, when have we ever had absolute certainty in this Game of Thrones? No, my lord, the only thing we can be certain of is that change is coming, whether we like it or not. And in my experience, it's far better to be a part of that change than to be swept away by it. So I ask you this, Lord Manderley, are you willing to take a chance on a brighter future, to put aside your doubts and your anger, and work with us to build a better world? Because that's what Empress Rey is offering us, a chance to be a part of something greater than ourselves.
Okay, hold up. Just 1 second here. I know this meeting is for the greater good. I know that our Empress should not have burned down Winterfell. I also know it's something she has to live with for the rest of her fucking life. But I am not going to sit here any fucking longer and listen to you two go on about all these mistakes Rey has made. One mistake she made. Burning Winterfell. Let's not forget why Jon, you were fucking a whore in a brothel for hours the night before your damn wedding to Rey, and then refused to fucking leave the skank. So yes, Rey went a little nuts. Can you blame her? Your actions have caused all of this. All of it. And Tyrion, you took him to the brothel and encouraged it. So just give me a fucking break, will you please? Lady Mormont, I hope you join us on the council. Rey loves strong women like you. Lord Manderley, but Karstark, there's a deal on the table. Take it or leave it. Because I, for one, have better fucking things to do than to listen to any more male bullshit about how women do all this wrong and men are so fucking innocent. So what's it gonna be?
Bloody hell! You tell them, Talon! I've been sitting here, listening to all this bollocks about duty and honor and mistakes, and frankly, I'm sick of it. The way I see it, Lord Snow, you made your choice when you decided to fuck that whore instead of marrying Empress Rey. We all know what happened that night. And Tyrion, you're just as bad. Taking him to a brothel, encouraging him to betray his vows. It's pathetic, really. But you, Lord Karstark, you're the worst of the lot. You sit there, spouting off about how you'll never forgive Rey for what she did. But where the fuck were you when Jon was off shagging some random bird?
Fuck. This is my fault. All of it. I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. You're right. I made a mistake. A terrible, unforgivable mistake. I know I don't deserve your forgiveness, but I'm asking for it anyway. Because if we don't find a way to move past this, to work together, then everything we fought for will have been for nothing.
I'm done with this conversation. Lord Karstark, you in or are you out?
Fuck this. Fuck all of you. You think you can just waltz in here and tell me what to do? To tell me to forgive that bitch for what she did? Not fucking likely. And you pathetic little shit. You think you can come crawling back here, begging for forgiveness? You're not worth the shit on my boots.
Oshar, take care of this, would you?
Oh yes, with pleasure, Talon.
I slowly creep up to the bed as I gaze upon the sleeping form of Empress Rey. She's even more beautiful in person, her luscious curves barely concealed beneath the thin sheets. Time to wake up, princess. Well, look what we have here. The mighty Empress Rey, sleeping like a babe. Not so mighty now, are you, love? You're coming with me. Time to have some fun, my sweet Empress.
I'll grab the brazier with the dragon eggs.
Fuck, she's gorgeous. Wakey, princess. You're in for one hell of a ride. I can't wait to break you, my sweet Empress. I'm going to ruin you in the best possible way.
Thanks for watching, Reylo. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more episodes. Empress X-Ray.